the American university systems. They have proudly spoken up for economic equity in our society, but don't let them fool you. It is the university presidents and board members that will publicly support those that shake their collective fingers and scream from the proverbial ivory tower against the rich, all while whining and dining the rich to encourage big donations to the university system. Make no mistake, it's all about the Benjamins. And if you haven't been paying attention, it is profoundly impacting college football. Ohio State University 70, Grambling 0. Washington 70, UC Davis 10. Over the past half decade, the universities have come under scrutiny over their overzealousness for equity, otherwise known as equal outcome. But don't let them fool you. Our universities are no different than corporate America. They have no desire for equal outcome. It's all about the Benjamins. Just ask those that are familiar with Ohio State's notorious $30 million payroll to their roster last year. What kind of payroll do you think Grambling works with? And University of California, Davis, Indiana 56, Kennesaw State 9, Nebraska 68, Akron 0, Minnesota 66, Northwestern State 0. Don't let them tell you they stand for economic equity. The big boys hold tighter to their endowment funds and athletic coffers than Ebenezer Scrooge. Even the great socialist state of Oregon turns their eyes to the moon when it comes to the donations and impact Phil Knight has made on behalf of their glorified junior college and their athletic program. Oregon 69, Oklahoma State 3. Can you see the ground moving as we watch T. Boone Pickens rolling in his grave? Yeah, but there has always been inequality between the major conferences and the little guys. But therein lies the problem. Oklahoma State is not a little guy. Oklahoma State is a respected member of the Big 12. Until recent NIL deals and the court-initiated new transfer rules, Oklahoma State has always been able to compete at a respectable level. There is nothing respectable about what happened to them on Saturday. Let me quote Oregon coach Dan Lanning, "We pay to win, and make no mistake, with the blessing of Nike's Phil Knight, they pay well. We have always had 45-17 games, always. Nothing new there. The big boys have always picked on smaller conferences. Rutgers 45, Miami, Ohio 17, Illinois 45, Duke 19. But keep in mind, schools like Illinois, Rutgers, and Indiana have historically been bottom feeders, only wishing to be able to win a big game versus a quality Big Ten ACC school, or holding their own against schools such as Miami, Ohio. Now, due to the transfer portal rules and money, they crushed them. And rightfully so, schools like Illinois, Indiana, and Rutgers are loving this. Schools from Tuscaloosa, Alabama have coaches quit or under fire due to the new realities. The smaller schools are serving as nothing other than junior colleges and developmental teams to be plundered by the big boys, and as a result, the scores have never been consistently this lopsided. Focus on the word consistently because it is happening all over the country. Tennessee 72, East Tennessee State University 17, Utah 63, Cal Poly 9. Until the NFL took over Thursday night TV, the mid-majors in the Midwest, such as Toledo and Akron, historically have put up good games with then Power 5 schools on national television. We just don't see that caliber of football anymore from schools unless they are schools without the resources afforded the big players. Ohio 17, West Virginia 10, Army 24, Kansas State 21. There is no conference taking greater advantage of the recent chaos than the Big Ten. The same reason the North won the Civil War. There are just more resources in the North, more money. Sure, the South has Atlanta, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, good oil money, and a commitment by their poverty-stricken fans to step up and rebudget their 10% tithe that once went to their church for the cause of winning college football games. But again, don't be fooled. The South claims it just means more. No, it doesn't. Not when it comes to filling stadiums in Columbus, Ohio, and Iowa City, Iowa. And not when it comes to filling out a check to subsidize an NIL payroll. It matters to a Cornhusker just as much as it means to an Auburn Tiger fan. 2024. National Championship, Michigan, 34, Washington, 13. 2025 National Championship, Ohio State, 34, Notre Dame, 23. Does anybody think this is going to change this year based on what we have seen this year? LSU, maybe, Georgia. There are a lot of issues here that we can discuss in later weeks. So for this week, let me end this with one question. How long is it going to take the NCAA and the university presidents, dictated by ESPN and Fox, to completely eliminate this hypocrisy called college football, stop this charade, and limit these blowout games to a single preseason game? Money has already destroyed a once proud conference out west. The NCAA needs to finish the process and form NFL conferences and an NFL-like structured playoff system. Because what we got this past weekend was a waste of time. There is nothing good or glorious about Ohio State crushing Grambling or Washington humiliating UC Davis. Just stop it. Thanks for watching. I'm Mason Bennett. For more Huskies news and analysis, visit huskiescentral.com. Go Dogs.